Alright, we're back. Whew, that helped a little bit. I had to go lean against a bead blaster to straighten my back out. That shoulder's not happy. Alright, let's see what we can do here with our camera. Alright. Basically, the bike bounced off its front fender here in the front end when it dove my ass into the ground. Come on, crop out of my way. This side of the bike here is fine. The footboard got damaged right here, just got pulled up. I'm assuming that happened in loading, or it might have hit right here. Maybe on the ground, I don't know, I don't think so. I think it's a loading issue. The saddlebag got hit. Oh, fuck, it hurts. Right here in the corner right there, and on the top corner in the back. Obviously it was upside down to do that. Nothing else got hit on that. The tank got hit pretty good, but the emblem's still good there, this badge. The fork broke its fork stop down here. Looks like it peeled it back right there. You can see it peeled back. And that ran it right into the gas tank. So that can be fixed, I think. The fork is bent a little, as you can tell maybe. The handlebars actually don't look bent, surprisingly. The exhaust didn't get hit. The air cleaner's still on it. The carburetor's still on it. And my dead man switch is gone, which is on my jacket. The key was still on, but this kills all the power, so I turn the key off. I zip tied the key to it, so I can't lose the key. But my dead man's gone. It's with my jacket, wherever it is. The fender got nosed pretty good on the front here. That was obviously a vertical up and down, upside down hit there to do that one. That's what bent the fork back on this side. This side here is bent sideways a little bit, see? Not back per se, but sideways. Took another hit sideways. Like I said, all the cowling and stuff got hit good. The mast stones rotated 180 around. We rotated back, it was leaking a little bit. But the bars don't look too bad, they look relatively straight. Straight enough for me to use them again. But I'll put them in press and straighten them, or I'll put another set on. I got more of them. I ain't worried about that. The front fender was beat down into the rotor here. So on the Indian here, it wraps around the rotor. Don't bend that, it hurts my shoulder. So I think it beat the fender down, was locking up on the rotor. They had to bend it off the rotor a little bit to roll it. So fenders are pretty, the sheet metal Indians are really, really thick, so they can be beat on pretty heavy. I already straightened the front out already once before. Obviously the headlight needs to be replaced. Found my throttle, that was in the pile. And we got the upper spear piece for the headlight, which is hard to come by. This piece here, luckily got that. SCTA is really good about picking stuff up off the track. So I actually think I can save the headlight. The bucket itself here, it needs new lens. And then obviously the cowling's gone, but I think the trees are probably still straight or straight enough I can straighten them. Obviously the legs are bent. The covers here I can straighten those and reuse them. The cowbell pieces. Turn signals are fine. Bracket's still fine for the spotlights. Throttle's probably broken up there, the clamps and shit, but I got a new set of controls I bought before, just didn't put them on. This side of the bike, nothing hit. It's all good on this side. Nothing hit. Fender lights a goner. That I need. There's the pieces for my helmet. Those bright white ones, those are my helmet scoops. The spotlight right there, the tape job saved it. The stem broke off, which is no big deal. It's a $30 fucking spotlight for Harley, who cares? The rim right there, they'll have to be beat back semi-flat. Probably want to beat that shit all back flat, just put a piece of plexiglass in there and call it done. To run production, you have to have the lights on the bike. They don't have to be functional, but they got to be on. So as long as it looks like a light, we're good. My steering damper passed the test, no damage to it at all. It didn't even twist it on the frame as far as I can tell. I'll know when I go to straighten if it's moved down or anything, but It might have slid down the bracket on the frame, but it's the same angle. See, it looks like it might be a little bit of a drop right there, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see, it was up against the bracket, so. No, it didn't move. See, it's right against the bracket still. Yeah, it didn't move. Yeah, so steering damper passed this test. Shifter, all that stuff, no, never hit. Gas tank on this side's good. Only gas on this side anyway, so that's alright. Yes, the camera's moving around because I'm having trouble holding on to it. That's my collarbone. Letting me know it ain't happy. I think this bar's bent back here a little bit. Yeah, this one's bent back a little bit. The handlebar. It's hard to tell. Not much. Close enough. Oh well, the rest of the bike's fine. I'm sure the motor starts up and runs fine, but I'm not going to attempt to do that right now. Oh, damn, it's sore. But anyway, that's like most times, the bikes are a lot easier to fix than the people are. Dumbass Harley riders. We don't know any better. But anyway, if anybody's got any extra Indian parts laying around, need a headlight assembly. Front fender would be easier to not straighten it, but I can fix that one if I had to. Obviously, right gas tank would be nice if I had another one, but I can live without it. The saddlebags are Centennial models. They're 1 year only, 2001. But I'll just put some tape on the other side and call it done. It's good enough for me. I don't care about it. No oil leaks. Look at that. There's no oil leaks. Amazing. Yeah, no drip there. Looks like it has some gas spilled right here, probably from the float bowl. Because yeah, that's all around the carburetor. That's probably gas. It smelled like gas for a little while, but not anymore. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, those are the gaskets I replaced right there. So my glue together primary job worked. No leaks. Yeah, the Harley part's good. It's the Indian stuff that's all junk. That's what tried to kill me, is the Indian part. The Harley part runs fine. Powertrain's good. I checked the rear chain. It still got gap in it, so it didn't move back there. I don't know why the thing was wobbling. I fixed the loose rear axle where the nut was tight, but the axle was loose. I haven't posted the videos yet, but I will. I'm assuming the rear wheel's straight. You can see some drag marks on the side of the tire going sideways there, see? So the wheel was sliding sideways. 90 degrees are where it should be. So I know when the frame was welded back together, the nose here, it's off 5/8 of an inch on the front. I gotta put this down. It hurt too much. There. Oh yeah, it's definitely need some pain pills. Oh, that hurts. I don't like pain pills. I'll live without them for a while. I'm basically 12 hours on med, 12 hour off, so whatever pills I'm on, they wear off before I take them again, so it's hard to get addicted to shit when it wears off each time. But anyway, there's the bike without me in it. Oh, damn shoulder bone is really hurting here, and then my backbone, my shoulder blade on the bottom back there really hurts. I don't feel my ribs at all, never have. The ribs don't bother me. So my wrist here is 3. Shoulder, collarbone are fighting for number 1. They hurt equally. But that's about it. The rest of it's not too bad. You think the 9 rims would be bothering you, but they don't bother me. Right now I feel like I got a piece of wood between my shoulder blade yanking on it. In the back. Whew. And the collarbone is just stinging up in here. I feel like you're pulling a hair out of your arm. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Good job. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to get the bike so I can roll it around. Throw a piece of shit in storage for a while. I'll bring the Beal Blast back out for next year, like I was going to do this year. It goes on the track at 100 with no problem, no hands. And then this bike needs to go down to the bare frame. Fix the frame where it's welded together wrong. reinforce it so it doesn't shake so fucking bad. Crappy ass frames these in. These are horrible frames. Really flexible. And then I'll talk to the Fox people on the front end and see if I did something stupid on the front end when I put it together. I don't think so. Oh, I got the zip tie on it over there where I tied it down. Ah, it hurts. Oh, shit. Yes, we do have squaring on my videos now. Oh, it hurts. I put the zip tie here, a travel indicator, so I make sure the front end was moving. So when I pull off the trailer and push real hard on the brake, it went down about here. So I know I had an inch and a quarter suspension travel at least before I went down the track. Now obviously after the accident it's got 2 inches total movement. But I don't know if it ever took a big hit to the front end or not going down. It's all sideways and upside down hitting, not pushing up. So, but we know the front end was not locked solid because it's got indication of movement. Because I did have both dampeners in effect. I had the Harley dampener and I had the Fox monotube dampener in there. So I know everything was working. There was definitely double dampening going on, which I like a nice stiff fork for my race bikes. When you hit stuff at 125 plus, it's nice that the front end doesn't move much. So that's kind of all my bikes are like that. So I know that didn't cause a handling problem. It turns out this front end was in the crash before and bent, and they replaced the tubes and stuff. So these had 23-inch tubes with 1-inch spacers on. I took the spacers out and just ran 23-inch tubes. Normally on a softail, which is a 33-degree rake, not a 36, the fork tube length is 33 7/8, so basically an inch longer than what this one is. This one you would think at 36 rake would be another 1.5 inches longer than that, you would think. I'm not sure the relationship between this and the top of the fork tube is. That kind of gives you an indicator where it should be at, because these would be covering up the top of the tube by at least a 1/2 inch. So I don't know where these are at in here. But the bike looked like it was nose down a little bit when I was at the track. So it probably needed 1 inch longer at least front end on it. So de-raking it, I think increases trail slightly, but I'm not sure. I was hoping it would help it handle better, not worse. But something made it wobble easier than it did before with all the problems it had before. It had loose front end bearings. I tightened them a full turn. Like I said, I redid the front suspension, put all the dampening into it. I trued the front wheel super close. And I put it all back together. The back end, the axle was loose in the swing arm but tight. So I cut 100th off the axle so it would tighten up like it's supposed to. So the axle was tight. And the wheel bearing started working again. Instead of just spinning on the axle. And so that should have made a big difference, tying the ass end back down, because it was just floating around back there. So, but all it made it worse, handle worse, because I know I went more than 103 testing the month before on the street and on just fucking around out there in the open area. Because I went 3/4 of the way through third gear up there, which is way faster than I went this time. I was basically like half throttle going down the track, half throttle, half RPM, whatever you want to call it, in third gear, just cruising. Wasn't even on the gas at all, so that was 103, so wasn't doing shit. That was just like idle speed up there. You almost can't push that fast. It seems like 100 mile an hour in the lake bed is nothing. So anyway, it's just when you're used to going 130 to 150 all the time, it's 100 ain't nothing. So anyway, it's just something made this thing ill handling as hell. I realigned the wheels so they lined up better. They were way the hell out of whack. So after I tightened the axle down, everything else kind of moved. So. But anyway, it's going to go down to a bare frame, get the frame straightened out, and then we'll build it back up from there. And hopefully all the handling problems go away at that point. We'll see. For now, it's very unsafe. That's why I was going easy on the first pass. See how I run down the track, do a jet check, all that, because I haven't really ridden the bike. You can't ride the bike at the track. You just gotta do what you gotta do. So Anyway, expensive lesson. It was about a 5K get off there, not counting body damage to me. But anyway, I'm going to be out of commission for 2 or 3 months, so quit sending me emails trying to fix your problems. I'm not working in the shop. It's the first time I've really been out here in 2 weeks, so, and it's letting me know it's not happy. Yeah, it's definitely letting me know I'm not happy right now. All right, well, that's it for now. I'm gonna start posting the start of this Indian build. It'll take a while to get through all that, but I'm pretty tired a lot of times, so I don't really have time to do the computer. It hurts to sit in front of it also, so that's why I'm not listening too much. But as I feel better, I'll be listening more and more stuff. But I'm not going to be working the shop, so just because you see videos doesn't mean I'm working. I got about a 10 months backlog of videos I haven't really done posted, so oh well. Alright, that's it for now. I'm going to go rest. Alright, see y'all later. Oh, and if you want to help me out, feel free to send money to me. The donation area is in the video information area. Alright, that's it. Bye.